When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Mississippi State about to put it away as we start the festivities. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will have the ball first. The give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Back to pass on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Works the middle of the field. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Mississippi State going up tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Offense lining up quickly. From the gun, the ground game. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Off the play fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes a connection. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got his man. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. He'll start this drive firing. It's complete to the right. Turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Wants to throw on first down. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in the rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. Throw them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
On the run, it's Baker. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
He's got it. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The extra point here would tie the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Here comes the heat. Wide open downfield. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Hand off to the lone back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The play action fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Boots, his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Touchdown Sooners! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. Now that is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did its job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He might just try to kick it away from the return man because he housed the first one. Makes the catch near the 50. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll start this drive with a pass. Here's a heat. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The Sooners look to do some damage in the red zone. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Powers through the defender. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Get it out on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Rice. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And That's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Looking for space. It's Baker. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Now on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Soft spot in the middle. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Trying play action. Zings it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now. You're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. The sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it still on his feet. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in fourth and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you can get and live to play another day.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Hauls it in, looking for space. He's going to get loose. He won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And every year there's exciting new freshmen to look at and talk about and pub up. And this guy got a lot of that pub, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams. You can see the speed. You can see the wheels. And you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Here's the pressure.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
To the ground with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Oh, they're after him. Caught near the sticks. It's Rice. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Good timing on the quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. The snap sets up to throw. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Fired in from the red zone for the score. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Parrish. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the 1st down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
They'll move the tight end. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Go straight ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like that.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. So they'll send out the field goal unit from the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Tight end now in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got an open man. Turning it on. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
He's got it all the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Manuel. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Got a man in the middle. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. The Sooners, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wants to throw again. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Sooners! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
Yeah, and you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdowns palooza. What a nice day.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires on the move. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. At the 20, he's got space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Mississippi State rings the cowbell in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2, taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright, got to protect them. This offensive line has to do a better job.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Wants to go up top. Going for it all. And he takes it in. Going for a touchdown, a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Buffalo needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Western New York behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by 10 to Toledo. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Dances away. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the tight end.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today. And this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
The Sooners moving quickly to the line.
Brings up second down.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Quick step and go. Breaks into the open. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Parrish. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Got the back over the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they turn it into a defensive score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He's taking a deep shot. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. right back up top on 2nd and 10. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. Well, this